Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya. Jaya Bhagavan Shri Ananta Ji. Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya. Jaya Bhagavan Om Namo Shivaya. Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Shivaya. Gurudev Namo. Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya. Jaya Bhagavan Shri Muji Ji. Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya. Jaya Bhagavan Shri Ananta Ji. Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya. Jaya Bhagavan Om Namo Shivaya. Gurudev Namo. 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 Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya. Jaya Bhagavan Shri Muji Ji. Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya. Jaya Bhagavan Shri Ananta Ji. Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya. Jaya Bhagavan Om Namo Shivaya. Bhagavan Shivaya. Bhagavan Shri Muji Ji. Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya. Jaya Bhagavan Shri Ananta Ji. Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya. Jaya Bhagavan Satchidananda Brahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavati Samhita. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Satchidananda Brahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavati Samhita. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Satchidananda Brahma Purushottama Shri Bhagavati Samhita. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Shri Bhagavati Samhita. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Shri Bhagavati Samhita. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Bhagavan
Sri Bhagavan Om Bhagavan Sri Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan Om Bhagavan Sri Bhagavan Om Bhagavan Sri Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan Om Bhagavan Sri Bhagavan Om Bhagavan Sri Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, so blind, but now I see.
Tôi học sinh người Việt Nam anh quý.
How sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, so blind, but now I see. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि Krishna 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 Jai Jai Hari Rama 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 Jai Jai Hari Krishna 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 Jai Jai Hari Rama 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 Jai Jai Hari Krishna 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 Jai Jai Hari Rama 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 Jai Jai Hari Krishna 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 Jai Jai Hari Rama 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 Jai Jai Hari Krishna 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 Jai Jai Hari Rama 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 Jai Jai Hari Krishna 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 जय जय गुरु मातृ पिता गुरु बंधु सखा तेरे चरणों में स्वामी कोटि प्रणाम तेरे चरणों में स्वामी कोटि प्रणाम प्रियतम तुम्हीं हृदयनाथ तुम्हीं मेरे चरणों में स्वामी कोटि प्रणाम मेरे चरणों में स्वामी कोटि प्रणाम तुम्हीं भक्ति हो तुम्हीं शक्ति हो तुम्हीं भक्ति हो तुम्हीं शक्ति हो तुम्हीं मुक्ति हो मेरे सोम शिवा तुम्हीं मुक्ति हो मेरे सोम शिवा गुरु मातृ पिता गुरु बंधु सखा मेरे चरणों में स्वामी कोटि प्रणाम तुम्हीं प्रेरणा तुम्हीं साधना तुम्हीं प्रेरणा तुम्हीं साधना तुम्हीं आराधना मेरे सोम शिव तुम्हीं आराधना मेरे सोम शिव गुरु मातृ पिता गुरु बंधु सखा मेरे चरणों में स्वामी कोटि प्रणाम तुम्हीं प्रेम हो तुम्हीं करुणा हो तुम्हीं प्रेम हो तुम्हीं करुणा हो तुम्हीं प्रेम हो तुम्हीं करुणा हो तुम्हीं मोक्ष हो मेरे सोम शिवा तुम्हीं मोक्ष हो मेरे सोम शिवा गुरु मातृ पिता गुरु बंधु सखा तेरे चरणों में स्वामी कोटि प्रणाम प्रियतम तुम्हीं प्राणनाथ तुम्हीं प्रियतम तुम्हीं हृदयनाथ तुम्हीं तेरे चरणों में स्वामी कोटि प्रणाम तेरे चरणों में स्वामी कोटि प्रणाम।
Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Satguru Sri Mujiji ki jai. If you're in the Hangout, the way to ask questions is to unmute your mic. And if you're watching from YouTube, you can type your question in the chat and we'll have a look at it. And if you're here, then you can just ask. What a supremely auspicious day it is today. Satguruji's birthday. Anandi here, dear friends. Nobody can plan these things. All this cannot be planned like this, can it? No human can actually sit and plan it like this. It just works out so beautifully. Usually it's just Jaya and me who are sitting over there, and sometimes some other. It's all the master of grace. Namaste, namaste everyone. Devya says, good evening, Father. The one desire I have been left now for the rest of my life is to love you. Just remember that you are not to be in service even to love. Love is in service to your being. And once you realize your unassociated pure being, then you will see that these forces of love, peace, joy, all of these are bowing down in front of you. So don't have a desire. I know it sounds strange if you're new in satsang. It sounds strange to say like this, but don't even have a desire for love. And in your desirelessness, you will find that there is too much love, like my master says, too much love. Love is in service to you. So even this, completely without any story, any concept, completely empty of all beliefs, then what remains? Then in the waking state, what remains is this pure, unassociated being. And you are aware even of this. You're the awareness even of this. And this awareness is unconcerned with even the presence or absence of being itself. For awareness, there is no trouble with waking state or dream state or sleep state. All these states can come and go, but awareness stays unchanged. And we've been looking at this subtle point very closely the last few days. You say that there is nothing, but there is nothing in sleep. Who knows that there is nothing? You are able to report that there is nothing in sleep. That means awareness must still be there. And then when being is born, then we call it the waking state or the dream state. But what happened to awareness? Nothing. It is unmoved, it is untouched. Who are you in your sleep state? Is there a personal identity? Is there a person? Are there any desires? Even the desire for love is not there. It's not a terrible state. Most beings are not scared to go to sleep. Even if Papaji used to give this example very often, that your beloved could be next to you. And yet, when it is time to sleep, you say, I must go to sleep. See? So true love could be there in the personal way, but even this is let go of when sleep arises. And we look forward to sleeping like this. Lizal says, show us Anandi. Nobody wants to hear me today. Yeah. Actually, it's a unique situation for us in the Sangha. Somebody who's lived in the United States sold off all her belongings, isn't it? She sold all her belongings and has moved to Bangalore. Shankar said, Father Govil asked me to paste this, but it's not come yet, so we wait. So this, it's very simple. Somehow the mind can make it very complicated. It's very simple. The awareness can only be aware, cannot do anything else. And being is only being. Being is only being. All the rest is an appearance. The trouble comes when we say something in the appearance is mine, something in the appearance is me. Then all the trouble starts. And who is the troublemaker? It is the sense of separation which is called the ego. So this voice which is constantly saying this, do this, don't do this, referring to you as a person. It is only this voice which refers to you as a person. But it speaks authoritatively, you see, and we are conditioned to believe it. As long as this belief is there, then we must be believing the premise that I am a person. We cannot believe a thought without first buying the premise of personhood. No thought is speaking to you as if you are awareness. No thought is speaking to you as consciousness. All thoughts are saying, you person or I person must do this, must not do this. So resisting what is basically. So that's why the simplest pointing we keep pointing to is want to be free from suffering. It's the simplest thing. Just don't believe your next thought. As simple as that. Just don't believe your next thought. Even if attention is going to it. You see? Working at the level of attention is much more frustrating than working at the level of belief. There are many, some are even sadhus, who have been trying to control the mind. Even basically, what does it mean, control the mind? Making sure that your attention is not going to the thoughts. You see, and many hundreds of years can go in this sadhana. All our practices, spiritual practices, most of them somehow are created to try and get us control over attention. But why? It's much easier to work at the level of belief. Because like we were saying in Thiru also, that to get suffering, to get misery, you must put in two keys. Like those lockers, those lockers. So you put both the keys in, the keys of attention and belief. Just with attention alone, it will not cause any trouble. And it's very easy to withdraw belief. So it's super simple. Maybe that's why it's not popular. Because the mind does not like simplicity. The mind says, give me something to do. I want some practice, something. And then you say, okay, now try to withdraw your attention, give it to a chant, or even say to stay with the presence I am. Just withdraw your attention and keep it somewhere else. You see, then the mind feels, oh, I have something to do now. I have accomplished my purpose of coming to satsang. I learned something that I have to do. If there is nothing to do, let all thoughts come and go as they like. Just keep your belief in your pocket. Then it's very simple. So what happens is, we can explain this through example. Some of you are new to satsang. So we can tell you that if I say, don't think of a pink elephant. You heard this example. So immediately then attention goes to this visual of pink elephant. But if I say, don't believe you're a pink elephant, that's much easier to do. So working at the level of belief is much simpler. Same, you can say, don't think of an orange immediately. It's not so easy to believe that you are an orange. So working at the level of belief is much easier. So all you need to do, so this question seems very big, you see, very fancy. I want to be free of my suffering. Just don't believe your next thought. And then show me any suffering. Not possible. This is simple, simple. Then what can the question be? Okay, now suffering is not there, but I have this yearning for God. Can you show me God? Very auspicious question. Many great sages have asked this. Swami Vivekananda asked this to Ramakrishna when he went to him. Said, can you show me God? And even for this, we have a very simple way. Very simple way. Simple way is, I ask you a question, can you stop being now? Can you stop being now? Don't give it to your mind, just see. Can you stop being? There is this presence of being, the sense that I am, I exist, which cannot be stopped. And it's important to ask it this way. Because if I say, find your being, it's too subtle for me, I can't find it. But everyone, very innocently, if they don't give this question to the mind, very innocently they can say, no, being, obviously not. So clear, is it? Being is here. So this being, this presence, this immaculate conception of I amness is ever present in the waking state. You cannot turn it off. So God is here. In the light of this being, that this entire universal play of Maya, Leela, whatever you call it, plays out. This is the second question. Then comes the final question. God is there. What about the self, the absolute? I've heard in the stories that I am higher than God also. What about this? What are they talking about? Then the question then is, are you aware now? Who is aware even of being? Are you aware now? And you see that awareness is here. No one truly can say, I am not aware now. See? But what is seen to confirm this? Is it a phenomenal scene? No phenomena, not even the immaculate beingness itself is required to confirm that I am aware now. It is just simple awareness of awareness itself. But the mind struggles with this because I didn't see anything. Yes, but I know I'm aware, but I didn't see anything. Because awareness is a non-phenomenal experiencing. It's the only non-phenomenal experience. Awareness, being aware of itself, is the only non-phenomenal experiencing. So in this way, then all these spiritual questions, these auspicious questions can be looked at very simply. There is nowhere, it is seen that there is nowhere to go to find what I already am. Not another step I need to walk, not another word I need to speak, not another question I need to ask. Of course, the mind will come and say, but, what about this? That's just the mind. See? But you are aware of the mind is not aware of you. You cannot leave the truth. The truth needs no, not even faith. The truth needs no belief. Truth is unconcerned about doubt. Only the false needs this constant reinforcement with belief. Space needs no reinforcement. It is something that you try to erect in this space that needs to be constantly maintained. And so in these three simple questions, most of this yearning that a seeker can have can be quenched like this. See, and then you see that these questions were just water which was thirsting for water. Drop in the ocean saying, show me the ocean, show me the ocean. But where are you? What are you right now? Are you not the ocean itself? No, but it's not clear. Where do I go? What do I do? What do you tell this drop? If you see all the teachings, it is just like we're talking to this drop which is already the ocean. Just look at what you are. Who am I? Just ask this. If you were to ask and not listen to this trickster mind which is trying to convince you that you are separate, then you will very quickly see that there is actually no separation. So these are the three main questions, and then we have like a corollary to keep us out of trouble, so to speak. Which is to see that there are two A's. The big A, which is awareness, and the small A, which is appearance. All that troubles us is in this small A, this appearance. Everything. Appearance means what? It is coming and going. It is not eternal. It is time and space, bound by time and space. Most of what seems to trouble us is in this. All of what seems to trouble us is in this realm of time and space. Very quickly we see that all this is this dance in front of me. This whole appearance is only a dance in front of me, and I am the untouched awareness of all of this. Then what suffering can come? If you are not identified falsely with any part of the appearance, then no suffering can come. This simplicity, then all the journey, the seeker starts to unravel. Sometimes what happens is we don't want the seeker identity to unravel. Why? Because we are waiting for a glorious ending of this seeker identity. I've been seeking so long. Where is the halo? I was promised a halo at the end of this journey. Where are all the people? Where are all my devotees? All these. But what if I was to tell you that the story ends here? Very few, the rare ones, are okay with this. If the story was just to end and there was no glorious ending. Came for this satsang, and then there was no other story left to tell. You'd be okay with that. The ego's voice is saying, no, just a little more. Then that, you'll become a sage or something. The seeker wants another story to get replaced. All the other stories. So seeker actually started off as an auspicious thing. Because all the other stories got replaced with this seeker story. For most of us who are in this kind of satsang at least, we've seen that in our life, most of the other stories are now drowned out in this seeker identity, seeker of the truth. So it started off very useful, so it removed all the other thorns. Now this one is still stuck. So this seeker entity, personal seeker entity, wants to become the sage, personal sage entity. counts that as the happy ending for itself. You say, not even this. This person must completely dissolve. Nothing you can take through, not a blade of grass. And if you refuse to believe your next thought, then all this nutrition that has been going to the conditioning, even this seeker entity will dissolve. So there was a question from Govil. Govil says, Father, can mind see his own thoughts? No, mind is just a bundle of thoughts. A bundle of thoughts and similar energies. Thoughts, you can say emotion, imagination, memory. You can bundle all these energetic forms, energetic constructs into this label called the mind. But it does not have the power to know anything, to cognize anything. So the question was, can mind see its own thoughts coming and going? Because sometimes it seems that mind is saying, I'm awareness, or I'm watching the thoughts. Not in words, but it seems very mechanical. Or maybe it is expecting something special about awareness. I don't know, can you explain? There is nothing special about awareness. Awareness is just here. We said, are you aware now? Just by being aware doesn't mean anything special. But the mind needs some special thing to happen. It wants even the discovery that I am this awareness alone to be accompanied with some specialness. The world should recognize that I am free. The world should see that I am freer. So many are going to this one. But don't they see that he just pretended? These are all stories of the mind. And we take our temperature too much. We're constantly just taking our temperature. Where am I? What am I believing? Oh, I didn't do my practice today. I still fell for this thought. This itself becomes just a form, just a part of the seeker identity is this constant taking our temperature. Yesterday I was full, peaceful, presence was so clearly felt. This morning I came and my wife told me something, I lost it. You see, I lost my freedom. So this mind is nothing but this voice which is trying to convince you of your separation. It's trying to convince you that there is somewhere to go, something to do. It's trying to convince you that you're almost there. So many, have been almost there for many, many years. The mind is saying, I'm almost there. Don't give me the final push. Throw me off the cliff when you come to Satsang and say like, give me the final push. And if I say, okay, the final push, you just don't believe the next one. It's not dramatic enough. Something should happen. My head should explode. I should have a Kundalini experience or something should happen. That's why Mojiji also says that after a few chapters of the Gita, even Krishna would have been a little disappointed when he heard Arjuna's question that show me your great form, the Virat root. Because Krishna was talking about the formlessness of what we are. But then in his compassion, he said, okay, if this is what you need right now, here you go. That's like spiritual experience. Any spiritual experience. Then it becomes an expectation. So anything in the appearance, if it seems like this is it, then we know that there is no appearance which comes and stays. All appearances are coming and going. Then we're setting up for trouble. There's a beautiful story that Mujiji also tells about Papaji and Bhagwan. Okay? And Papaji went to Bhagwan. He was already fairly and very, very spiritual, isn't it? So he maybe had a little bit of this spiritual arrogance. He went to Bhagwan first, and then he didn't go for a few days. Because around Arunachala, he was seeing visions of Krishna. He felt that Krishna is coming to him. So he showed up in the ashram one day, and Bhagavan asked him, "Where have you been?" I'm paraphrasing, obviously. He said, "Where have you been?" And then Papaji, with some sense of spiritual arrogance, said, "I've been playing with Krishna," expecting that he will be looked at as something special. And then Bhagavan asked him, "Where is Krishna now?" What comes and goes is not real. To be the most sublime experience, the best spiritual experience. It is not the truth. The truth is the awareness of all these experiences. It's very simple, because if I were to ask any of you, can you find any distance, any space between yourself and the witnessing of all of this appearance? If you were to just look, you will find that it is the same. I am this witnessing. We cannot even say witness. It is not an entity. There is no entity that the witnessing is reporting to. So, this is the trouble for the mind, because all this time it has tried to be an object, an entity, a noun. When we say that you are a verb, not even a word, you can say that you are a verb. How can I relate to that? The mind cannot fathom your truth. Shankar says, "Father, the life that I call personal seems to be simply a bunch of information here, like a file or something. And unless I sit through it, it doesn't exist. And none but my own attention can do it." I get sometimes, like, he said this and a silly example came to me, so I'll share with you. It's a silly example, right? The person seems to be like this sock drawer, this drawer of socks. And then every thought that we believe in, we put it into another drawer. And this drawer has various compartments. So all our identities have these various compartments. So thought which is related to our work, identity goes into the work. A thought which is related to seeker entity goes into the seeker. So what we say is burn the entire thing, burn the drawer. But usually that seems like it is some trouble. So we say, okay, which, because if you go sock by sock, it is too smelly to sort out. So at least let's go drawer by drawer. So can we throw out one part of it and see it is not me? Where is the worker? Who does the work? Can I find the doer? Find the doer. Who is speaking these words? Who is moving these hands? Who is breathing this breath? And if you were to really look openly, you will find that there is no entity who is doing anything. All this doing is just happening on its own. Just like all the thoughts are being created on their own. So then worker identity gone. Then same way we can inquire. Inquire, and then very quickly we find that completely empty. All that remains is space. This is emptiness. Not holding on to any belief about ourselves. Yes, so like he said, simply a bunch of information. Then Shankar says, so this personal life seems to be real only when I look for it. Other than that, I'm just here. And I'm at forever your feet, beloved Mother. Thank you so much. Like to say something? Jaya, the first time Jaya came, she said, "What am I doing here?" Are you having the same kind of feeling? What have I done?
I feel like now I know I.
Because Jaya had earlier only come to Rishikesh, isn't it? In India, she had only come to Rishikesh. Then she found Bangalore is very different from Rishikesh. You've been to anywhere in India before?
No, very different, but I feel like it's all worth it. There's no adjusting with the traffic that
Yes.
would be happening.
You'll never get used to the traffic, so forget about it.
Very lucky.
Sundaram also came how many years ago? So we have Sundaram also with us today. Most of you have not met her maybe. Omati, Raj, already met. So we have one who came from America in 1980 and one who came yesterday.
Father, could I say something, please?
Of course, my dear.
There's a lot of stuff happening in my life at the moment, not just paintings and exhibitions, but we're talking very seriously about moving to the UK for a couple of years and lots of big changes. And at the moment, it just feels like things are happening, and I'm in the flow, but I'm scared that I'm going to get dragged back into the game and into identity and personhood. And I know these are just silly fears, but it feels like there's something there. So I just wanted to ask for your blessings and your prayers with my whole life going crazy, but me being still within it. So thank you.
Blessings always with you.
Yes.
Just don't pick up this me. As long as you're
Yes.
not picking up this me, then no trouble.
Yes.
Now the internet is so good. It doesn't matter which part of the world you go to, you cannot escape me now.
Perfect.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you the story during lunchtime, but I forgot. Shivani is here today? No. But we had one of the Sangha members who got admitted in the hospital. And she was in the Satsang, in the Hangout from the hospital. So she took her Wi-Fi device with her and she plugged it in. And then she was on the phone and she was in Satsang from the hospital. So I was telling her that you have the record for probably the only one who's been directly in Satsang like this from the hospital. Doesn't matter where you go. There's no escaping this now. And UK is so close to Portugal, so close to Sahaja. Mujiji goes to London at least once or twice a year. So good. So, just watch the movie, enjoy the movie, whatever is happening. Even a transcontinental move will just play within the appearance itself. That's why this example of awareness and appearance captures everything beautifully. We see that under awareness, this entire universe seems to be contained in this small appearance. You are unchanged from what you are in the sleep state. You're the same in the sleep state, pure awareness. Only the appearance comes and appearance goes. So we say waking state came and waking state went. Then another appearance can come, call that the dream state. But that's also like the waking state. There is no difference. Because this could be a dream that somebody else is having, seemingly. Right? So then another appearance comes. The appearance comes. And the beauty is that it is our being which is projecting this time and space as well. So many of us have had these experiences, isn't it? That we went to sleep and it seemed like in one night I dreamt up a whole lifetime, in a short dream. How can that happen? It can happen because being, God, consciousness, I amness, is complete control and mastery over time and space. So it's all relative to. For eternity, the lifetime is nothing but a blink of an eye. So who's moving to UK? Nobody's moving. Just the appearance in front of you is changing. There is no way that the appearance can touch me in reality. You're completely untouched no matter what the content of the appearance is. Your shoe has to go. So much love, my dear. Pure grace. How so beautifully the Sangha is also the Yoshu is a 19-year-old from Vietnam. He's regularly coming to Satsang. Tara says, the mind sometimes says, I haven't solved this problem. So there is an urge, I need to do this. And if you find that some belief is going to these, then you see which is the identity which seems to be attracted to this particular set of thoughts. Inquire into this. I haven't solved this, but who is the mind speaking to? I often joke like this and say that It is this wrong number that we picked up. And this voice on the other end starts speaking and say, you must do this, solve this. And because it starts speaking authoritatively, we start following. We never ask, who are you who's telling me to do this? And we never ask, who would you like to speak to? And say, if you ask either of these questions, then this game can drop very quickly. Because we picked up this wrong number and we are now refusing to put it back down. Aparna says, Namaste, Father. I have a question. Yes, please, my dear, come. You have to unmute your mic.
Yeah. Namaste, Father.
Namaste.
At the moment, I'm like a neutral thing. I don't know what is happening around me. The the mind tries to stop me from even coming near satsang, not letting me. I can see that. I can see that not going near any of the anything related to spiritual or meditation, anything of that sort, keeping me away, distancing me away from the satsang or to be in that spiritual or to be with one. Although I can see this, I know I'm already there, but still there is the distance. I feel the distance is being created. I don't know what it is, Father. How do I uh, get back to my real place where I am in my real place, but mind is not letting me do it.
The mind will not encourage you to come to satsang. Not encourage you because it is used to the dominance. It enjoys the dominance it has.
Exactly.
But this dominance is that which brings. So don't expect the mind to collaborate with you. It might pretend to be your friend. And my master says it is not your friend, not yet. So I feel that if you just refuse to believe your thoughts, then none of this trouble can really seem strong. But it sounds so simply like this when I say don't believe the next thought, you'll find that most of them are easy to just let go of. But there might be some that still have some juice, that still have some pinch. So these ones are showing you an identity which has been nourished over a long period of time usually. Some identity which has been nourished, sometimes to do with relationships, sometimes to do with body, sometimes to do with work, sometimes to do with the seeker entity also, the spiritual seeker identity. So see which identity is this, are these thoughts, because now most of your thoughts you can just let them come and go. But there are still some which can push your buttons. There will not be many. So you will find what is this, which identity is still strong here that I'm not able to let go of this thought. And most times we've done like a survey based on the questions that come on satsang. Most times it has to do with relationship. I see that there is no person here, but I refuse to see that there is no person there. I should get complete freedom. My partner should leave me completely free. But am I able to give the same freedom to my relationship or not? Relationship, typically number one issue. Somebody, even Mojiji also jokes about this. That someone came to him and said, Master, I can see that I am not real. It's clear to me. I just cannot see that my husband is not real. So if you find that there is no doer here, then you must also see that consciousness is the one doer in all this appearance. You cannot have this selective thing, the selective sense of freedom. Just because they don't come to satsang does not mean that they actually believe. It's still only consciousness. So then, you say some thoughts still try to create some resistance. Then you can find these thoughts, they must be speaking to a particular identity. And if this identity does not fade away in your inquiry, then you can come to satsang and expose it in satsang. And say, I still believe that I am a seeker. I still believe that I am in a relationship. I still believe I need money or something, whatever the identity. We feel that our life is very complicated, actually, isn't it? Most of us believe our life is very complicated. But if you were to put your problems into categories, you can find only 4 categories to put them in. Number 1 is the relationship category problem. Relationship, close relationships, special relationships. Second is money, work, security, all this business. So let's call it security. Third is body related issues. And fourth, ultimately, is this search for freedom or meaning. Any other problem we have? So life is very simple. It's a play of just these appearances, and we feel that my life is very complicated. So then, if something you're not able to see very clearly, then you can just come and expose in satsang that it is when these kind of thoughts come that I seem to buy them, that I seem to have a belief in them. And then the presence in satsang, the fire of satsang is enough to even take care of this. See? Because what happens when you expose is that these things seem strong when we are in denial of them, right? When we refuse to shine our light on them. When we come up and expose in front of a group of people, hey, I feel this is what's happening to me. Everyone says, yeah, that's okay. Because so far as it is a secret, it seems terrible. Or holding this terrible guilt about something. When it's exposed, it doesn't seem like anything at all. Then when we shine our light on this, then it can go. It seemed to be just another appearance. Also, we have this saying which came up in satsang one day that it is usually said that if you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. But in satsang, what we say is if you can't stand the heat, stay in satsang. It's an auspicious burning which is happening. Even if strong resistance is coming, and I've often said, I don't mind you come to satsang and shout at me. You get angry, you say you are talking rubbish. I don't mind if you say all this. Because it's good to expose this. If this is there, then you can come and say, this is it. We have one more question. Yes, please ask.
When you say that, I'm talking in terms of the relationship now, but the identity there is so strong that, like, for me, like a mother, it comes out, that identity comes out so strong and even more stronger than the seeker. Even if I say there is no seeker here, but definitely there is mother. Because I see my baby, so I feel, okay, there is mother, so I need my baby, I have to be with my baby. And this creates all the problems. So how do uh, I don't know, how do I get rid of this, father? And it's very intense. It has put me into so much of fear, anxiety. I can see all these things. At the same time, I can um, I can relate to that. Okay, this is all just temporary. The fear is just temporary. It's not real. It's illusion. I can see that, but it makes me the person, father. I just can't get over it. I have to go with the flow. I have to cry, and all those things come up. All the emotions come up, father. I have no idea how to get out of it, father. You got to help me, please, father. Thank you.
There are two things I want to tell you about this. The parent identity, the mother identity, or the father identity is very primal, you see. It's very primal. You'll see that even yesterday we were saying, no? Somebody asked me, we were saying just yesterday that even a small animal is ready to fight with a lion or an elephant to protect their children. See, so it's a primal identity that seems to be here in this realm. So don't try to push it away. Don't try to push it away. So that's the first thing I want to tell you. The second thing I want to tell you is that the self, the being, has no trouble playing any role. Because ultimately, what is the mind trying to say? That without my intervention, God is going to make a mess of your life. God doesn't know how to run your life. So you need me, you need to listen to me, otherwise he's going to make such a hash out of your life and you will be the most useless mother. But this is not true. God is running the entire set of universes, all the billions, trillions of planets, so many beings, so many realms, so much is being taken care of. But the mind comes and says, no, you need to listen to me, otherwise you will be a terrible mother. You will need to listen to me, otherwise, Mujiji says, you will not be able to pay your bills. Who is going to feed you? All this is rubbish. It is God who is taking care of all of this. He's beating your heart right now. He's breathing the breath right now. Who is doing all of this? So sometimes jokingly I say in Satsang, which committee got together and decided that gravity will be this strong? But gravity is a constant. So which team of people got together and decided that we did this? So there is a supreme intelligence which works at all these levels. Electricity, gravity, magnetism, where do all these forces come from? Evolution, the creation of all of this. Who has done all of this? It's never been a set of people. In spite of all our advances, we cannot replicate the beauty of a flower. We cannot replicate the taste of an apple. So what has the mind been able to do? It's all God's play. Don't worry about it. Your life is going exactly as per grace. All that is required, even to open your mind. So sometimes suffering comes and we resist it, you see. Like because our fist is so tightly clenched that when someone is trying to open it, it seems like I'm hurting. You see, it's hurting me. All that is being done is to make you open. And when you open, you see that you were never this person, never the clenched fist. So then you start looking even at suffering as grace, and you are thankful that openness came. And it is not possible to be in satsang without this openness. To the mind, satsang is pure torture. Pure torture. Wherever I come, it is the same. It's so impractical, it's so abstract, it's so difficult. So don't try to push away even this. Just go with the simple pointing of not believing your next thought, and you will see that all roles are being played beautifully by consciousness itself. God does not need to rely on the mind for anything. And don't expect God to run your life based on the mind's plans. Then every moment you're just fresh and you're looking with a sense of wonder at everything that is arising in that moment. Also, this does not mean that I am encouraging passivity, because the mind sometimes hears it like this. It says, don't do. Even the not doing is sort of a doing. You see, you decide not to do. Is also a doing of the not doing. We're not saying that. We're talking about the beautiful neutrality which is unconcerned with doing or not doing. Unconcerned. So when life energy is there, it pushes the body and action happen. When it's not there, nothing happens. You don't pick up pride or guilt, which comes only after believing thoughts. So this simple pointing is enough. Just don't believe your next thought. And when you believe a thought, then don't believe the next thought, because the next thought will come and say, oh, you've not done it yet. You see, you believe that thought. That is what the next thought is saying. You don't believe this one. That's why we are not talking about the past. We're not talking about any postmortems. Just this, whatever this monkey mind is saying next, you don't buy it. Whatever it is selling. Very good. I'm very happy you got your internet sorted out and you can be in satsang now. It's very good. Oops, something wrong got posted on the chat. So before that, Devika says, none of my fears have a chance in your presence, Father. They are so laughable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. After all, what could possibly happen to me? Yes, this is good. Before we look at the long question, let's see what Shankar typed. Shankar said, Father, I have a friend who I haven't seen in a long time come to my house the other day in tears and struggling with addiction, asking for your blessings for him. His name is Adam. May Jiji's grace shine on your friend. May he be free from all that afflicts him, if that is his will. Then you say, he is asking me for help. Can you please give me some guidance? Love you so, so much. And then Shankar said, Father, Nitya cannot chat and said this in the chai shop. I am still believing that emotions are a threat. And there is identity here which wants to be special at your feet. So this chai shop is, we have two chat on Facebook. One is a silent space for satsang. But sometimes, so we used to have one, but we used to find that sometimes it becomes too noisy. So then we had two. We said one is the chai shop, where everyone can express their love and share whatever's coming up, but the other is the silent space, the Satsang Hall. So one of her said that she cannot come, but she posted this in that chat saying, I'm still believing that emotions are a threat. There is identity here which wants to be special. There's this feeling thing. Many of us, when we hear satsang, we expect that feelings will behave exactly like thoughts. But energetically, qualitatively, they're a little different. The thoughts seem to just come and go like this. The feelings seem to come and linger. Okay? And we want to push them away. Push them away. Then what happens is, what we must do is see that there is this infinite space in which these feelings arise. We don't resist them. The pointing is actually the same, which is to not believe a thought even about this feeling. A thought will say, this should not come, or this is fear, or this is bad. But energetically, these feelings are not very different from each other. If my master takes this example, he says that if you feel you have stage fright, you're going to go up on stage and some energetic feeling is coming, you say, oh, I'm so nervous. But energetically, it might be very similar to the feeling that comes when you're about to take a very exciting vacation. It's just that the labeling is different. One you call nervousness, second you said excitement. The feeling is the same. If you find that nothing, there is no me which is truly touched by any of these feelings. You cannot identify the me to which these feelings are happening. And in this way, you see that even these feelings are just part of the appearance. There is no I to which these feelings can really hurt. So then, as we completely open to all these emotions, don't try to force them away. And don't believe the interpreter about even these emotions. And you'll see that they don't cause trouble. Okay, let's look at the long question. Amba posted this question from the chat again. She said, Father, it's so easy for you. You don't seem to have emotional things. Although I remember you saying, if someone would have said, when your business was broken, it's all a play of consciousness, yes. You would have wanted to slap them, yes. And Mujiji burst out of Satsang angry to leave Papaji before his awakening moment. I'm just sick of Advaita and enlightenment. Has been surrendered to God since age 19. So has life when you say even your love is need. Even your love is need. Even your need for love, maybe I say that. Even your seva is trying to be special. Speaking of freedom is arrogance. Sadness is arrogance. Gratitude is suspect. And awareness, witnessing has no attribute or words. So how to be, how to express, just feel like constant bludgeoning of this ego. Yes, this is true, you see. Every day it's the person and you making it real by talking about us believing it. So I won't believe your words. I just want out to where surrender doesn't mean this constant you are not okay as you are. And go ahead, speak, share. Don't hide, then blame. It's all mind stuff. So sick of it, by myself it all clears, heart returns. But thank you for just killing everything. Just raging that I didn't create this personhood. I can't stop it. So stop making my life miserable by making me that. And actually, someone like Rupert just shows me how to realize awareness itself more fully. Still, I love you and I'm listening to Satsang on the sly, angry at you. Feeling you misunderstand and make it too simple now that you're free. Not remembering what it was like. I want to stop feeling bad and blamed. And of course, mind speaks to itself. Back and forth, it's more just a bundle of thoughts. Everyone can see that Muji speaks more compassionately of it. I feel abused, obviously, as mind, because what else can be touched? But to say awareness, witnessing is not bound does not mean there is freedom felt by all of us, and after a year just feeling futility. It's very good what you say. This has to come like this, you see. This has to get confronted. This. Otherwise, we're just being nice, lovey-dovey. It is not just that. It's very good like this because it has to be expressed in this way. But it must be said that this is the last stand, hopefully the last stand of this mind itself. Constantly you are attacking me. So it seems like something is being attacked, that another one is sitting in so much bliss. Some great music is playing. Why does this happen with us? If there is defense, then there is attack. If there is nothing to defend, then what can be attacked? And it will feel like, oh, this one is now talking down to me, see? Because he doesn't have to deal with this stuff which I have to deal with. But what am I truly saying? I am saying that you are free now. Can you show me how you are bound? All I'm saying is that there is no difference, no separation. Can you show me any of this which is true right now? What are you right now? And are you truly concerned about what this mind is saying? What this one that is feeling so attacked, so angry, what is this one? Who is this one? Is it you, or you are aware even of this? And it might seem like I'm Advaita policing you. It might seem like this. But I cannot cater to the ego. I must point you to what the truth is right now. And I don't force you to listen. But there is something in your heart which loves me deeply, you see. So in spite of all these strong feelings, resentment, even anger can come, still brings you to satsang. So then forget about the last 1 year and forget about the last 40 years. What is here right now? Is the right now different in any moment? And what are you in this right now? Are you not seeing that? This one that is trying to realize something and saying this way seems much easier for me, this way is difficult for me, this one in this way I'm feeling attacked. This one who's saying me. Who is this one? In the right now, is there any tangibility, is there any reality to this one? It is just the imagined one. And I know that you know all of this. You know all of this. It's just that sometimes these pent up things need to be released like this. It's very good. You are witnessing even this play of what is typed. You are witnessing the play of even this response. Yes. But I will admit that I am unwavering, unflinching in this attack to the ego. We are constantly, relentlessly going after your thoughts. Because I know that one thought believed in can lead to another seeming lifetime of this struggle, of this suffering. So if you say, go easy on my thoughts, I somehow find myself unable to do that. Then she says, she had to go something. Then she says, also, just want to say also angry about such mockery. Sincere desire for freedom is not wanting to be a sage with a halo and a flock of disciples around us. It is about being finally free from this kind of stuff that seems to take over. To be free, simple, loving. Why make everything so ugly? But why is this shoe fitting for you? You see? I just said that the seeker identity sometimes gets in trouble because it's expecting this glorious ending. So why are you wearing the shoe if it doesn't fit? So something which is taking all these words in satsang as an attack, what is this something? Also angry that you create such divisions, the mind and the being. Awareness is this constant theme that creates such a rift, and it's not necessary. I'm listening now to awareness in oneness, and every time I come back here, there is a division that just causes upset and struggle and constant mind trying to stop the mind, which is impossible. The mind cannot stop the mind. The mind is only a bundle of thoughts. So all which is being said is don't give your belief. You, as consciousness, have the power to pretend to be a person. And this pretense, no matter how sincere, how beautiful, how simple it might seem, will lead to suffering. And it is this suffering which brings you to Satsang. So we are attacking the cause of this suffering, which is this belief in thought. I'm sorry for typing so much, especially since that is being shared in Satsang. The horrible ego just wants you to kick me out of Sangha or doesn't care. So I can find some freedom from this ego that is lashing out on my own naturalness, and awareness kicks on its own. This is all pain, please forgive. All my children are free to throw as many tantrums as you like. It's very good. I enjoy like this. It is not, I've very often said, it doesn't have to be all lovey-dovey. It's very good. And if this is there, it must be exposed so beautifully. I find no trouble in this. I feel in the light of what you've shared here, you are already saying, see that this is the ego kicking around trying to do this. And what are you now? You are just this awareness. Now the ego will say, the mind itself will say, but see again he's making a division. But if I don't say this, then what is there to be said in satsang? Actually, silence is the most beautiful thing. Sometimes these pointings are required because there are deeply embedded ideas and beliefs and conditioning. So I need to remind again and again with this. Again and again. Because the conditioning has been believed for a long, long time. This hammering has to happen in satsang. Very good, Najib. Very good. I feel no trouble with anything that you said. It's a mind job to come and resist like this. Then Aparna says, Father, these days I don't feel any interest in any of activities, even to the matter that I should meditate. Is this mind game or something? You will stop taking your temperature also. You will stop being concerned. You will stop worrying about, oh, these days I'm not doing this or I'm doing more of this. This me idea will also fade. Will also fade. And you will find that beautifully this body is moving. When movement has to happen, it moves. When movement doesn't have to happen, it doesn't move. The mind only comes post facto. Post facto means after the event. The mind comes just like earlier it seemed like I am creating my thoughts, and when the thought would come, you would say, oh, why did I think this? How could I think this? Right now, when we are conditioned to believe the idea that I am the doer of my actions, very quickly you will see just like thoughts have been appearing and disappearing, these actions are also appearing and disappearing. There is no me to take credit or blame. Shanti has to go early. So much love to you, my dear. So much. Tara says the thought changes very trickily to hook me, to get believed. It seemed like this sneaky trickster initially. And you keep wondering, oh, so tricky. This can happen like this. And then Dr. Kanchan says, please convey my greetings to Sundar. Amaya is here in the chat. She said, just acknowledging that I'm listening and sigh. It's okay. Let it appear like this. You're always in my heart, my dear, and I don't see anything that you said as an attack. Amaya says, Ananta, you are so beautiful, it dissolves already. Just since age 21, I have been with masters and on leading edge. Who am I? Ego clearing non-stop. It's just how can it still be here? That's why actually for me, I feel I made it very simple. I feel I made it very simple by just saying don't believe your next thought. And actually, if you're not believing your next thought, then even the words of satsang can be heard as some music or something. You don't need to force yourself to some understanding or apply all this to say it. The ego is not here unless we are believing a thought. That's simple as that. Thank you, my dear. Aparna says, Father, I wish you could kill my ego and mind so I could be free now instantly. So tired of the tricks of mind and ego. Sometimes I feel like running away from mind and ego trick. Why do this switch happen from being to personhood? There's something that wanted to play a game. It was tired. You know? When you're all there is, it is very boring. When you're all there is, it's very boring. So you want to experience some duality to get a taste of this. And maybe to transcend the falls and to experience your own glory. All these are explanations. But what I want to ultimately tell you that none of this has ever happened. None of this game has ever happened. But the mind cannot fathom this. So you can choose from one of the other explanations which appeal to you. And then I want to be free of the mind. But mind means only those things which you feel still are meaningful to you. Only those thoughts you pick up. Like Mojiji says, there could be thousands of objects in a room, but we are aware only of those where we have given our attention. Same way, there could be many, many, many thoughts which cross, but only those seem to be real which we have given our attention and belief to. And why do we give our belief? Why do we give our attention? Because we feel that this is meaningful for me. If I let it go, then something in my life will not go right. See, this is the ultimate arrogance of ego. To believe that I need a thought to run my life. And now quickly you're seeing that all these identifications, all these thoughts, quickly belief is being withdrawn. Very nicely you will see that this is my natural state. To let everything just come and go, unresisting, untroubled, completely free. There to go. So this power to pretend, I cannot take away from you. This power of belief, I cannot take away. These are the primal forces. The birth of being is the birth of attention, the birth of belief, the birth of identity. Radha says, thank you, Amaya. Thank you, Father, very much. Very welcome, my dear. And Amaya says, I've been aware this ego crushing reaction will soon be bowing at your feet in gratitude at your feet. So much. It's very good like this. Just, this is what I like. You see? If it's feeling strong, you just come to satsang and say it. Then you're not hiding, then you're not pushing. Sangha says, Dear Anantaji, when I hear you say nothing ever happened, there is an intense reaction in the body and anger. I seem to be provoking a lot of that these days. Maybe I should stop speaking for some time. Intense reaction in the body and anger. It is still this suffering seeker identity. It still feels like it has such a grip or pull. There is so much frustration, and I feel upset at this power to pretend. The pretender is feeling upset at the power to pretend. It is not you feeling upset. Right? So, okay, let's look at this for some more time. We say, I want to be completely free. Just take away this power of belief also from me. Is this also not a personal desire? Or is awareness asking for this? Awareness is unconcerned, you see. It's not concerned. So anything we pick up, it might seem like the most auspicious. Let me say that I want to forever be free from my mind. It is just another thought. There is so much frustration. I feel upset at having this power to pretend. My body is reacting the same way, like in last satsang, heart pounding and fear. Come up, let's see. She's smiling away. Where's the angry one?
Yeah, it's. I noticed this. It's a very strong physical reaction I've had in the last few satsangs, and even when I listen to other teachers on just even on YouTube, and you see, I can feel it now. It's
Okay, so feeling
I
is
don't know what to say. It's just a strong reaction.
yeah. So reaction is there, feeling is there, something is there. Who is the me to which it is happening to? Saying, no, not that again. I'm a one-trick pony. What do I do? This is the only trick I know.
So this morning again, because I had I was in the hospital again, and so on the way back, this frustration came up then, because all of these teachings were coming up in my head, and then so I thought, oh God, I know all this, and still it's like this game is going on, and it still feels like I'm believing in this. Yeah, I think it's very similar to what Amaya wrote. The feelings of it's like it feels what you're saying is so obvious, but I don't get it, or and it's almost like the teachings are then like saying, "Oh, look, you know all this," and then you're still here in this loop.
See, this one who wants to get it.
Yeah.
This one is a real troublemaker. This one is a real troublemaker. This is the seeker identity which we were talking about. Something is saying, just let it be. Just can you just let it be? Sorry, but I cannot. Because you're here in Satsang, and it seems like my job is to show this one the way. This one who is the seeker also, the one who wants to get freedom also. Because it is a great disservice if a master were to say that, okay, let this one stay, let this one stay. So even this one who wants to get something, who wants freedom also, must be confronted and shown the door. Because it is not your friend. It is only saying that I am your friend. I am helping you on this journey. It is only saying that.
It seems like it's a friend because it seems like what it wants is somehow more, like better or, you know,
Nobody has ever been able to find what it wants. Because what it says is always almost there. You're almost there. Or you still haven't got it. And even when it is saying you got
Roger, we can't hear you. Your microphone's gone crazy. And your camera's stuck.
Wow, that looks like a great house, Bhagavati.
Shivaya Jaya Bhagavan Shivoji Ji Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya Jaya Bhagavan Shri Ananta Ji Jaya Bhagavan Shivaya Jaya Bhagavan Om Namo
It's okay now? Okay, so Sangha was here. The me is having so much trouble, but you cannot show me the me, isn't it? You see it like this one. And then if you see it like this, then what is the problem? Then it's seen that this me, which is having all this trouble, is only an imagined entity. It's only the impossible one.
So this, when all of that was happening, it felt like in those moments it feels like the me is real.
Yes, but it cannot happen without believing a thought. So feeling can come. But the feeling by itself is not convincing you of personhood. It is still the interpreter who is coming and saying that this feeling means something to you.
I'm only able to see that now after it's happened, I'm here. I can reflect and say, "Oh yes, that's what happened." So it somehow seems that when it's happened, that belief is it's still just it's kind of going automatically, or yeah. So I can only see it after. I get caught, and then or yeah.
Okay, so let's take 5 minutes and both of us play a game. All of us play a game. I don't believe any thought, you don't believe any thought. The one who believes first has to do 10 push-ups. And then we see if it happens automatically or not. And which are the ones which happen automatically. Is it a particular identity or what is it? Okay, so starting now.
have.
What did you buy?
The thought that came is like, oh, I must be a seeker because I'm sitting in satsang. So then I'm like, oh, I shouldn't believe this, but the feeling is that, oh, I'm here in this body, it's here in satsang. I'm a seeker.
So you believed it, or it just came?
It came, and then then it said, oh, then the thought came, don't believe it. But then there's a feeling, I felt the feeling in the body, which I think is the belief.
Okay, let's do again. And even if attention is going to the thought, it is okay. Just don't give it your belief. Nobody believed the thought yet? I don't believe you. It's simple, isn't it?
Just before you said that, there's a thought that like, oh, this feels nice, like,
You know, buy that.
and I wanted to, yeah.
The simplest thing, and you'll realize that all the effort is actually in believing these thoughts. All the work is in picking them up. The work is not in letting them go. It's very natural. This is the natural state. Don't go there. Her eyes are so expressive, I can make out where she's going.
Okay, it was the same line of it came in, the one that said, "Oh, this is nice." Then it was like, "I want to stay here." Like, "Oh, this is how it must always be."
All this also, all this also. But these are the usual tricks. The usual tricks of the mind. These are the usual tricks. And I don't think they'll last very long.
This is, it feels, yeah, this is the same seeker because it's like, oh yes, this is,
Oh, I'm getting somewhere.
yeah, yeah. So now, if now a contrast comes, then it'll feel like, oh, I have to go search again for this nice feeling.
None of these thoughts are any value to you. No meaning. Was there any trouble when you were just sitting and not believing any of this? No trouble. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
There's one part that's coming in.
Yeah.
Let this be a birthday gift to Sri Buddhi. Don't believe.
Very good. One who is free from this imagined identity, belief in this personhood, is the best gift for the master. It's not work. It's not some work. Okay. So it's good for now, my dear. Thank you.
Namaste, Father.
Namaste, my dear. Come.
I really have nothing at all to say, and every time I just come here, it just is everything goes blank. Everything just goes blank, and all that is coming now is just pure gratitude and love, and especially for this Sangha, because it was their love which actually brought me to you. When I did not know you, I didn't hear of you. First, I came to Atma, and just the amount of love that she showed me, there was something spectacular there. It was so free. It was so free.
Very good. I'm very grateful to Atma also. Beautiful light in the Sangha. So happy you're here, my dear.
I'm so grateful.
Same. Devika had said, Father, thank you so much for showing me myself. All problems are just so much nonsense. Yes. I think today there was no real trouble. I just love speaking to you so much and wanted an excuse to do so. Like you're holy. You don't need an excuse, my dear. Always welcome. It's my joy to speak with you. Complete joy. And then Jayani had to go. Lots of YouTube chat. Shankar says, this mind stands no chance in your presence, Father. It comes to satsang on a kamikaze mission. Then Amrita said, I believe a thought. I never want to be a guru. Don't believe this one also.
I don't think it's to be done. Just one thing.
Not wanting, not a not wanting. See, not wanting, also a not not wanting. Am I making sense? Just a neutrality. Just a neutrality. Nitya posted something in the chat. She said, I do not even feel able to express myself in German. English just seems to be an insurmountable obstacle at the moment. One does well to write here in German. It's okay, my dear. It's okay. This too shall pass. All that is appearing is going. Dr. Kanchan says, thank you, Anantaji, for the practical classes you give to all of us. I'm so grateful to Muji for pointing us to avail your satsang. Thank you so much, my dear. Should we have a song now? You leave the song idea? Yeah, that's good. That's okay. Om and you can sing. Jaya and Asha.
If I'm going down, I'm taking all of you down. Om Arunachala Om Arunachala Om Arunachala Arunachala, 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 Shiva, 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 Shiva. Om Arunachala, Om Arunachala, Om Arunachala, Om Arunachala, 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 Shiva, 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 Shiva. Om Arunachala, Om Arunachala, Om Arunachala.
Very good. Amba, my dear, we can play the invocations now.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dhyanamulam Gurur Murti, Pujamulam Gurur Padam, Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam, Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa, Mokshamulam Mujiji Kripa, Mokshamulam Anantaji Kripa. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramya, sarve bhadrani pashantu, magashit kabak bhavet. Asatoma Satgamiya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamiya, Mrityurma Amritam Gamiya. Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Brahma Paramastu. Om Shri Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Om Shri Satguru Mujiji Ki Jai.
Wishing beloved Father Satguru Mujiji a very, very happy birthday. Thank you so much for your grace, for your presence, for your light, always at your lotus feet. So much love. Big hug and kisses. Maybe all of us can say something. Maybe we send them the. Okay, so let's do it. And all in the Hangout also. We can take some time and do like this.
First thing, happy birthday, Guruji.
Happy birthday, Guruji.
Happy birthday, Guruji. Thank you for everything at your feet. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. Love you.
Let's say something. Happy birthday, Guruji. So lucky to meet you, Sita. That's always my heart. Thank you so much. Love you.
Father, love you, love you, love you. I am your birthday cake. Please eat me up.
Happy birthday,
Mujiji. Love you more than words.
Love you, love you.
More than words can say.
See you soon. More than words can say. Yes.
And everyone in the Hangout also can go one by one.
Happy birthday, beloved Muji. Thank you with all my heart at your feet.
So let me call out so that we know who to put up on the. So Devika just went up. Then Aparna can go.
Happy birthday, Muji. Thank you for all your praise and love.
Shankar can go. Shankar, are you able to unmute your mic?
beloved father. Happy, happy birthday. In many, many ways, your birthday is also mine, and you've brought me back to life. To you. Love you. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. Happy birthday.
Then Bhagwati ji and Nirmai can go if they're there.
Happy birthday, Guruji. Happy birthday. And maybe as a birthday present, I'll take you running in the summer, running in the forest. Happy birthday.
Beloved Guruji, thank you so much for everything that you've given me. Thank you for giving us our beloved Father Ananta ji, the greatest gift I've ever received. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the only gift I can offer is to come home.
Amba can go next. Oh, you're on mute, my dear.
Happy birthday, Guruji. Thank you. I love you. Thank you.
Now, Satsanga.
Happy birthday and thank you.
Soham.
Happy birthday, Mujiji. Thank you so much. Love you.
Sumeher. Sumeher had some trouble maybe. Maybe Tara can go first.
Thank you, Father, and to Muji. Thank you.
Sumeher can try now.
Happy birthday, Mojiji. Thank you for giving us such a beautiful, wonderful father. Thank you for giving us freedom from seeking freedom.
Then maybe you can make some room for some others who might want to join and wish Mujiji as well.
Bye, Father. I'll go.
Thank you.
I'll go as well. I love you. Thank you,
Love
Father.
you. Thank you. So any of you on YouTube want to record your message for Mujiji, you can also do like that. Very good. Lucia is here. Go ahead, my dear. Lucia, you can say.
Can I?
Yes, my dear, you can wish Mujiji.
Happy birthday, beloved Father. I love you so much. I wish you all the happiness. You have given me so much happiness. I love you so much. I hope you have the most beautiful birthday.
Thank you, my dear. Anyone else wants to come in? You can wait in 1 minute or so.
Can we sing happy birthday?
You can sing, we'll follow. Yes.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, beloved Guruji. Happy birthday to you.
Jyoti is here. Jyoti Graziano. We're just thinking about her at lunch. Happy Shri Mojiji birthday to everyone, she says. Thank you, Ananta. So much joy to see all these beautiful friends and Heart Sangha. So much love from London, Satsang Bhavan, Jyoti. So much love, my dear. So happy to see you after so long. Love you. Devika, did you record a message? Yes. Nitya is here. Nitya, my dear, you want to record? Yes, yes. Jyoti says it's Jyoti from Tiruvannamalai days. Of course, I remember, my dear. Of course. Nitya, my dear, you want to say something?
Happy birthday, Moji. I'm very happy that I can say that. I would like to sing a German song, but I'm on my old computer now. But I would love to sing a German happy birthday.
Yes, yes, that's right.
Viel Glück und viel Segen auf all deinen Wegen. Gesundheit und Frohsinn sei auch mit dabei. Happy birthday.
Very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you all so very much for being in Satsang today. Satguru Shri Mojiji ki Jai.
Jay. Jay.
Thank you all so much. Lucia wants to sing a song. Of course, my dear. Please sing.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? There is a delay with the voice, so I'll start now. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch
blind, but now I see. I love you, Nuji. Happy birthday. Thank you.
Very beautiful singing. Very beautiful. Okay, my dear, we can turn the broadcast off now.